Okay, we're drafting here from the fourth spot. I like to get yeah get pretty crafty with it. I'm not big on taking running backs. I just don't like to do that. Running backs is not my thing here. Uh, Actually, what am I talking about? Running backs is my thing. I took running back here. Quarterbacks is not my thing here. Everybody says 2 QB league. Oh, you must have a quarterback. Well, not this guy, because what I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to tell you that it's very important to, in any of these leagues, get wide receivers and running backs. Quarterbacks are great, and you can see them flying off the boards. That's all well and good. We can still get points later on in the draft with quarterback. Quarterbacks, out of all the positions, quarterbacks, even the lower end ones, still get you something. It's not like a wide receiver where if you have a wide receiver 4, wide receiver 5, they might not even touch the field or get a catch. Guys at the end of the draft, they're gonna do some things. They're gonna get a little bit shisty and feisty with it. So we want to make sure that we have the studs up with the running backs and wide receivers. That's the main thing right now. What we're trying to do. So as you just get into the habit right now, get into that habit of looking for running backs, looking for wide receivers, stacking up on that, because later on in the draft, you're not going to be able to find a replacement for Austin Eckler. Like, you're not going to find them in the 8th, 9th round. It's going to be garbage. You're going to be looking at Marlon Mack and hating your life. So take the running back here. I'm getting a little bit shisty here. Get Devontae Adams. He fell to me. I'm just taking value where I see it right now. This is just a mock draft here, July 15th, 2022. So we're just trying to get value here. We're not trying to light the world on fire. We're trying to make sure that we have enough value that we can go through to the get our team situated here. I'm back on the clock here in one more pick. As you can see, there's guys on my schedule here. This is what I'm looking at. I see a lot of channels that go through these mock drafts, but they don't show you who they're looking at. So I wanted to show you exactly what I'm looking at. What players are available. What's available at the pick. So you can see right now I'm kind of favoring Prescott, I think, a little bit here for this one. I wanted to get Prescott, but I'm going to end up not getting him. There's other options, and I just felt there was too many quarterbacks on the board at this point, so I'm not doing that. I'm going to get a little bit... I'm going to get... I'm going to finesse it a little bit. I'm going to pick up CeeDee Lamb, because in a draft like this, if I have 3 studs at the beginning, running backs, wide receivers, again, you're not going to find these guys later on. You can find a quarterback later on that's going to pop. It happens every season. Tell me what season it doesn't happen. Last year I had Derek Carr, and he went off at the beginning of the season. He's another guy that's like, a little bit streaky, but hey, isn't everybody? So I think, guys like that, Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins, even guys lower down the line, we're going to, be able to find some success with. It's not going to be Mahomes or Tom Brady, but whatever, we'll figure it out. Those teams are not going to have Devontae Adams and CeeDee Lamb. So, like I said, looking at this other guy here, team number 12, I guess. Looks like he's got a pretty good team. He's got pretty much the inverse of the strategy that I've got. Pretty good idea. Just takes your quarterbacks, get them out. It's nice to get them out of the way and not have to worry about it. But I do like the chance of, you always want to give yourself a chance to take value. You don't want to, in a situation like this, take the first 2 quarterbacks that you see, and then in round 7 or 8, somebody falls to you, and you're like, oh my God, I could have had this guy. You know what I'm saying? So take the value. Take the value. Take the value. So I'm on the clock here again. I'm going to look here. I'm looking, looks like I'm going to get, I'm looking at Tom Brady right now. I'm getting really shysty with that. I want to get Tom Brady on the team. Don't want to leave too many rounds without getting at least one quarterback. But no, I took Brady. So I'm taking Brady there, and I feel good with that pick. I mean, at that point, you get one quarterback just to prove that you're not going to be in a desert without a canteen. You want to make sure that you have something there in case things get really weird. Because I know my philosophy, I'm not going to focus too much on quarterbacks, even though this is going to be quarterback heavy. I'm going to focus more on the running backs, wide receivers, try to get good value there, and then just try to duct tape up my quarterbacks. And a lot of times you might think that that's not a good strategy, but if one of these quarterbacks later on hit, which inevitably some of them do, you want to give yourself a chance for that. And I think it's more likely for them to hit than it is for the running backs and the wide receivers. Again, those guys might hit certain weeks, but you'll never know when they're going to be. And, those late round wide receivers and running backs, they'll hit, but you never know when it's going to be. With quarterbacks, it's more dependable. You can focus on, well, this is who I got. I got to play him. And, hope for the best, and you play him every week. And, in a super flex like this, you can play two quarterbacks every week. So you're going to get the most out of them. Whereas, if you get three wide receivers, three running backs, that's all you really need. That's all you really need to start out with. Obviously you need to fill out your bench and things, but you want to get studs at those positions. You don't want to be left with Marlon Mack and Mark Ingram. You just don't. Sorry. So what am I going for now? I am going for Michael Pittman Jr. That's a good pick. I mean, in a situation like this, you want to go for Michael Pittman Jr. because, what else are you going to do? What are you going to do here? Like, you've got a lot of picks to make, and a guy like Michael Pittman Jr. is going to really help your team out tremendously. You got to fill out rosters here. Wide receiver, running back. Again, I need those guys. So, again, you can see all these guys that came off the board. 1, 2, 3. It looks like about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 15, 16 quarterbacks off the board. So we still got half the league on the board. And 6th round, we got half the league on the board for quarterback. It's not ideal, but I still got to take some value here with the running backs. There's some good running backs here. I think at this point, I'm kind of a little bit upset that I thought Rush would go a little bit more than they did in this particular draft, but that's okay. I took all those wide receivers, so that's probably my fault. I'll take Breece Hall. He's fine. Comes back to me. I'm thinking is need to get another running back because my running backs are soft. And I don't have much of a choice here. I need to go big. So I'm going to go with Rashad Penny and be on my merry way. And then at this point, I'm happy with my running backs. I don't have to worry about the running backs too much. I'm probably going to take one more here pretty soon. But other than that, I'm pretty much set at running back. I want to make sure that I look at the landscape. Always look at the landscape. See what's out there. Fields. Rushing potential. Zach Wilson. Hot garbage. Zach Wilson. Carson Wentz, underrated. Ryan Tannehill, underrated. Daniel Jones, underrated. Davis Mills, beast. Baker Mayfield, beast. These are guys that you're going to get later on. I'm telling you, they're going to surprise people. I'm telling you. You think that these guys, even Jared Goff, even my boy Jared Goff. So you've got a lot of picks to choose from here. A lot of guys that will be coming off the board soon. And you want to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row for your quarterbacks and things. Like I said, look at my roster now: 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 quarterback. The only place that I'm light at right now is quarterback. So I'm here. I'm just looking to see what other people just got in front of me, and knowing I kind of have to go quarterback, but not crazy about what I see there. I think I might be able to finesse another round. See if I can get DJ Moore. I mean, he's probably one of the best players I have in this range. I think it's probably best to get him, so I'm gonna try for him. Yeah, that's a good pick. That's good, but you can't go broke taking a profit there. He's gonna always do good. DJ Moore, he's a good player, and Baker Mayfield, I think that gives him some more upside, unlocks a little bit more upside for him, so that's good. Better than Sam Darnold, so I'll take it. And I think Baker Mayfield's pretty good. I think he's pretty good. People are always down on the guy, but he's good. He's a good quarterback, and he's young. He played through injury last year. I think DJ Moore is such a good wide receiver. He's gonna help Baker be even better. So I think hopefully the shoulder is good with Baker, and he'll be good. Okay, I'm looking at my quarterbacks, knowing right now that I'm pretty much screwed at quarterback. I probably waited too long, but you look at my other players on the roster, and I'm pretty happy with those players. Melvin Gordon, just got him, and been very happy with that. That's about as low as I want to go with the running backs. He's a very good player, Melvin Gordon, and I'm happy with him. So I just wanted to lock him up because there's going to be quarterbacks later on. There will not be another Melvin Gordon. I mean, there might be maybe later on, and, through injuries and all these things, but not at the moment right now. Not at July 15th. So we're just going to wait and see what falls to us. We have our QBs in our queue, and we're going to queue these guys up. We really feel good about the quarterbacks that we have here in this queue. Not crazy about Goff and Trubisky. But again, this late in the draft, I'm really, lucky to have what I've got as far as the options at quarterback. This to me is almost an ideal scenario. It's now I got Baker, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get Davis Mills here. And that's probably going to save my bacon on this draft. Otherwise, it probably would have been a disaster. But, yeah, getting Davis Mills and Baker Mayfield at the end here kind of makes up for the fact that I waited a little bit too long on quarterback, admittedly. But I just like my other positions so much. It's like one of those things. You're not going to find these Rashad Pennies, DJ Moores, Melvin Gordons. You're not going to find those guys later. You'll find a quarterback later. It might be ugly, but I'm telling you, some of these bottom third guys are going to break out. I can't tell you who that's going to be, but I want to give myself an opportunity. And I think Davis Mills and Baker Mayfield are both in good opportunities with good offenses. Let's not say great offenses around them, but they have weapons. They've got weapons. I mean, Mills has Cooks. I think Nico Collins is going to be a pretty good player this year. I could be wrong on that, but we'll see. They usually have a pretty good tight end over there in Houston, and obviously Baker's got good weapons in Carolina. I just took Hunter Henry, obviously touchdown upside. He's just a touchdown machine. I don't expect that to change too much this year, although he could. But like I said, this late in the draft, I'll take him. I'll take him. Colts defense, obviously easy pick there. A good team with a soft schedule. Take that every day. Take that every day. Colts. I don't really like Tampa Bay's defense or Buffalo's defense. This year they have tough schedules. Buffalo a little bit easier. Tampa Bay has a very tough schedule, so I'm not crazy about their defense. But again, they're a good team, so they'll probably figure it out. Kicker, what should I do here? Do I go kicker? Yeah, I'd probably go kicker here. Yeah, I was thinking about Matt Gay. I'll go with Prater because he kicks indoors for Arizona team that's going to score a lot of points. Oh, no, I'm going to go with Suckup because he plays with Tom Brady and they're going to score a lot of points. So, and I got Tom Brady. So I could always, if I just watch a Bucks game, I could always root for that, for the offense, which would be fun. And then that's it. What else do I need here? I think I need another wide receiver. I got tight end. I got defense. I need kind of just best player available here. I want to get Cole Kmet. I don't want to take 2 tight ends. That's enough. I got 1. I got just trying to see what's out there. Wide receiver, Christian Watson, I guess. Tim Patrick, I think he's the best player here. Best opportunity. Probably Marvin Jones is another guy. But again, I'll take the guy playing with Russell Wilson. Give me the guy playing with Russell Wilson rather than the guy playing for Trevor. Although I think TL is going to be a good player this year. But like I said, he's probably a year or 2 away. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Sorry this took a little bit longer than I expected. But I want to get, some of these. I don't see a lot of these like Superflex drafts, mock drafts. I see a lot of like content, great content on the web, but I just want to give people a clue of like, okay, where do you need to take quarterbacks? Where do you need to take running backs? Where do you need to take wide receivers? I've been in these Superflex leagues, running Superflex leagues for the last 5 to 10 years. I'm pretty good about knowing where people go and things like that. So it's pretty interesting to see what happens, but it's good to just get some practice with where the quarterbacks go, where the running backs go, where the wide receivers go. As you can see here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 15 quarterbacks off the board in the first, like 4 rounds. So let's say it's about 3 to 4 quarterbacks a round, I usually think of it as. So, through round 5, there's about 15, 16 quarterbacks off the board. So let's say 3 quarterbacks per round. Do the math. That's about 10 rounds. So, you can wait. You can wait to get your first quarterback. I like to have my first quarterback by the 4th or 5th, and then have a second quarterback by at least the 7th, and then take somebody in the 9th or something. But like I said, do whatever you guys like to do. I'm just telling you what I like to do, and I'm not saying you're going to win a championship every year with this strategy, and it's good to change it up. You don't ever want to do the same thing all the time. But generally, this is what I do. Again, if you find wonderful value, 5th, 6th, 7th round, and you see Dak Prescott, just pull the trigger. Like I found Tom Brady here, a little drafting quarterback a little bit earlier than I wanted to. Here I'm just looking at but that was fine. It was Tom Brady, so obviously I just took him because that was the value. I'm just looking to see Geno Smith, Jacoby Brissett, Drew Lock. These are the guys. Andy Dalton has a chance in New Orleans here. So just know your backups. Know the QB competitions. The Brissetts, the Drew Locks, the Geno Smith. Somebody out of those 3 guys is going to do something. I don't know what. I don't know who. But out of those 3 guys, Jacoby Brissett, Geno Smith, Drew Lock, one of those guys is going to be somebody this year. And maybe Brissett's only got 5 or 6 weeks, before Watson comes back, whenever he comes back. But, again, give it a shot, okay? All right, guys, I'm signing out. I'll try to do another video soon here. I just want to give you an idea of what I'm thinking and how to do Superflex drafts and finesse it the best way. All right, y'all. Remember, like and subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all. This is Custom. We out until the next video. Like I said, I'll try to get more out to you as soon as I can and get these mock drafts. Be doing mostly mock draft content. So, tell me what you think of my team. If you think of it's cheeks or if you think it's good, let me know. And appreciate y'all. All right, peace.